Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to my ACC Week number 4 predictions in college football. We got a lot we got to go over when it comes to these predictions. There are some really good games in the ACC this week, some underrated games that we're going to talk about, and a lot more as well. But first, of course, if you guys aren't new to the channel, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn that bell on. Helps us out here a lot at the channel. Yesterday, we did hit 300 subscribers on the channel, so thank you guys for that one as well. However, we got some games to predict. If you haven't catched our reactions video, go watch that one before you watch this. We'll still be here, but let's go ahead and hop right in, regardless, to these ACC Week number 4. Alright, we're going to start on Friday and break down this solo game on Friday because it definitely deserves it. Stanford going into Syracuse. This game is going to be a phenomenal offensive performance, if you're asking me. Stanford's offense can light it up. So can Syracuse. Syracuse has Kyle McCord on that offensive side of the ball. He is looking really, really good for the Cuse right now in the Orange. They demolished Georgia Tech. They've been beating up everybody that they've played. And I expect Syracuse to get the job done. However, I think, it's going to be a shootout. But I think that Stanford is going to be able to kind of keep it close. And then towards the end, I think with Kyle McCord and Syracuse's offense, I think that Syracuse is going to ultimately zip away in that fourth quarter, kind of like what we saw with USF and Bama last week. But I got Syracuse winning this game and starting out 3-0 on the year. Alright, now we can get into the Saturday slate. And how we do this is we literally just go big game by game here. So, NC State at Clemson. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I have no idea who to pick in this one. Clemson, obviously, they have struggled at times throughout the year. However, NC State has also struggled at times throughout the year. They almost lost in their Week 1 performance. However, Clemson did lose and got demolished by Georgia. But with that being said, I want to take Clemson here. My gut tells me to take Clemson here. I don't know if I would bet that over or under yet. I'm not sure where the line is on that one. However, I've got to go with Clemson here as they are at home against NC State. Again, it's at home in Death Valley, so they should be able to get the job done there. James Madison, a 2-0 James Madison, going into North Carolina, who is also 2-0. North Carolina put up some points last week. That is for sure. We already talked about that in my ACC reactions. However, I'm riding with North Carolina. They're the better team in this matchup. Obviously, losing your starting quarterback for the entire year hurts. Prayers are up for him as well that he heals a lot better. But North Carolina, they can put up points. I think they're going to do that against this Sunbelt team in James Madison as well. So with that being said, North Carolina, the Tar Heels, are going to improve their record to 4-0 on the year. Virginia at Coastal Carolina. This is going to be a very sneaky game, if you are asking me. I think Coastal Carolina does have what it takes to upset Virginia. Do I think they will? No. Virginia is already coming off of a loss. I am expecting that train to bounce back as the Virginia Cavaliers roll on, and they should be able to get the job done there as well. Georgia Tech at Louisville. This is a game where we don't know too much about the home team. Louisville, obviously, yes, they have beaten up on everybody but they have played teams like Austin PA, Jacksonville State. So with that being said, what is this Louisville offense going to look like? Haynes Keene, obviously, we know what the Georgia Tech offense is right now, and there's no question about that one. So that will definitely be in competition with Louisville's offense, especially if we don't know what Louisville's offense is going to look like. However, I'm going with Georgia Tech here to go on the road, upset Louisville, just because there are some concerns with the wide receiver groups for the Louisville Cardinals in this one. But I got the Georgia Tech making a comeback here as the Yellow Jackets will go on to 4-1 on the year. Rutgers at Virginia Tech. I got to go with the Hokies here. They bounce back. I know Rutgers is 2-0, but who has Rutgers played? At least Virginia Tech started the year off with a loss. Now they're kind of finding their rhythm, and I expect that train to continue as they continue to find their rhythm at home, might I add, against Rutgers as well. Youngstown State at Pittsburgh. Come on now. We got to go with Pittsburgh here. So they're going to start out 4-0. But, however, don't be surprised if Youngstown State beats them just because Pittsburgh's been known kind of to have a really good game the week before, and then the week after, just collapsed totally. So expect that train to keep happening, but I got to go with Pittsburgh here as they're the home team and are definitely the better team there. Duke at Middle Tennessee. I got to go with Duke here. I don't know what it is with these ACC teams playing mid FCS schools at home or on their place as well, but I got to go with Duke here. Malachi Murphy looks like a stud for Duke at quarterback. Their wide receivers look really good all around, and I expect them to be 4-0 when they come time for conference play next week. TCU at SMU. I've already predicted this game. I'm going to go with the TCU Horned Frogs here. I know TCU coming off of a loss to UCF. I'm just going to kind of reiterate that one. But it was a very close loss. They put up a lot of points. I expect them to put up a lot of points against SMU as well. And, yeah, they should get the job done just fine there. Miami at South Florida. I originally thought this was a home game for Miami, and I put that on my story. That one's on me. However, the Canes are going to get the job done here. They're the number, 4 team or 8 team in the country, and I expect that train to keep rolling. Cam Ward looks really good. Looks like the Heisman favorite, early Heisman favorite if you're asking me. The wide receivers for Miami look really good. The D-line for Miami looks like they are about to break through a wall every time that they try to go up against the quarterback. And, yeah, Miami going to get the job done against USF as they will improve to 4-0 on the year. I don't see anybody stopping Miami. Put that on period. National champs for the Miami Hurricanes. 13-0 right there. Cal at Florida State. This is going to be an interesting one. Obviously, Mike Norvell is saying that DJU is still the guy at Florida State, the starting quarterback for Florida State right now. But if you're asking me, I think that's a very bad decision. However, with that being said, I've got to go with Cal here. They are by far the better team. I know that they are on the road, but they are 3-0 right now. They beat a really good Auburn team in Week 2. They beat a solid San Diego State team in Week 3. And I expect Cal to get the job done on the road at Florida State. Florida State's just collapsing right now, and I don't really see a guaranteed win for them in the future. And then last but certainly not least, the final game of the day for the ACC fans out there. Michigan State going into Boston College. I'm expecting Boston College to bounce back. I like Michigan State. I really do. I like their offense, the type of offense that they play right now. But I got to go with Boston College, hanging in there with Missouri all the way to the end of the fourth quarter. Last week, 21-27 was the final score. Was enough for me to put them at that spot. I like Castellanos. I really like him. I like Bill O'Brien as their head coach. He's been doing things over there in that Boston College system that make me like them even more. And Boston College is going to get that win at home and improve to 3-1 on the year. Anyway, of course, that is where I'm going to cut it for this second video of the day. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, the third and final video is going to come out later today, about 3 o'clock or so, where we will have NFL Week number 2 reactions as well, because we got a lot we got to talk about in the National Football League. However, that is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to hop off, get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. Have a great rest of your day if I don't see you in NFL reactions. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.